Hi, and welcome to another walkthrough video from Claudia at We're Just Two Sisters. This is a pretty special journal. It is called the Calligrapher's Journal, and it's about even more than that. It's about the art of communication, written communication, which, quite frankly, I feel like we just don't do enough of anymore. In fact, I was tickled and somewhat dismayed, I'll be honest, when I had recently written my grandson a card for his middle school graduation. And inside I had written some sentiment, and I have a pretty flair penmanship. And I mean, it's definitely legible. But anyway, I wrote this to him, and he looked puzzled for a few minutes as he was reading the message that I had written in the card. And then finally he said, "What language is this in?" I said, "What do you mean, what language?" And he said, "I can't read it." So I quizzically looked at his mother, and she said they don't teach them cursive writing anymore. And I was shocked. I was just shocked. Anyway, I regress on that. But it made me think about how realistically writing and calligraphy and penmanship and typesetting and all of those wonderful different types and different mediums for writing the written word have become a lost art. So I call this the Calligrapher's Journal, and it's absolutely beautiful. I love everything about it. Just to give you a bit of a perception, it is a 8.5 by 5.5. It has a large, almost 2-inch spine, and it has 4 sewn in signatures. You can see that here. And it is just gorgeous, and it is lacy and feminine and just filled with all kinds of things that have to do with calligraphy and writing and penmanship and cursive writing, typesetting, and so forth. So it has this beautiful sari silk ribbon that is replaceable should you wish to add your own touch with the ribbon. It has this wonderful tassel, which I'll show you a little bit more about as we get to that point. The spine on this one is covered by this beautiful vintage doily, and the background is a sewn on illustration of different types of calligraphy, different types of writing. It has these great little brass corners. And the book itself I left intact because I just loved the background of this book with the embossed gold leafing on there. It was just really beautiful. So I wanted to leave it. So let me show you the back of it now. As you can see, it's very full. It's got a lot of stuff going on. And the back also has some really cool vintage illustration paper there with this fine pencils insignia, the brass corners, the vintage doily. Underneath that vintage doily is some ribbon that actually has some writing on it. You can see a little bit of it here, but you can see that ribbon is kind of covering up the writing that was on the spine. Sometimes I cover it up and sometimes I don't. It just kind of depends on whether it goes with the theme of the journal. So let's try to get through this quickly. It's pretty big, so I'm going to try to get through it without talking about every little element, which I have a tendency to do. So the inside cover of this is also covered with some clear face type. You'll see a lot of different elements of type styles in this journal because I have a book that's really old that has different type styles, and I like to use that in a journal like this one. So this has a side pocket with a button. It has 3 pieces in here. It has a tag, a card, and another little card on the inside cover. Has a pocket here and a pocket here. Writing really cool sayings like, if you want to change the world, pick up your pen and write. I know that the younger generation, hope I don't really date myself here, but the younger generation even likes to communicate via text. Now that is a form of writing, but I can't figure it out because it's like mostly like acronyms and I have to like look them up. But it is a form of writing, and I find that it is going to probably replace verbal communication at some point. This really cool material that has the writing on it. All of the lace is sewn in, so it's going to be very sturdy and very long-lasting. Here's a little pocket that has a little tablet in it. And it also has a side pocket with a tag and a card. Some really cool craft paper. This is called apothecary paper. Some belly bands that have pages out of an old child's handwriting book. I guess back in the day when they taught cursive writing in grades 3 through 6 and grades 7 through 8. And also a little tag here that goes in here. Here has some calligraphy writing. Here's a fun little piece, a pocket that's made out of an illustration that has quite a few little pieces in it. There's another one. Oh, that one's attached here. So again, I said I was going to do this quickly. Here's some calligraphy instruction pages out of the typeset book, pockets with tags, ink bottle, beautiful cardstock, lots of writing space. If you were learning to calligraphy, you could use this as a practice book or just write an entire journal filled with beautiful calligraphy writing and handwriting. Here's a side pocket that has this little tablet in it. All kinds of fun little things. Different calligraphy pens. Writing pages. Here's a 1, 2, 3 pocket that has what I call matchbooks. I make these out of my scraps. They're like little matchbook tablets. It has cards and tags that slide down into these different pockets. I think there's 3, perhaps even 4 on this page. There it is. There's one here. One here. This is a kind of a thick one. And then here is another little matchbook tablet. It goes into this one. Here's a belly band with a notebook. Notebook has a tablet and a pocket. Just my type. Lots of fun little things in this one. There's a card. It's actually a little no, it's actually a card with the Goudy type. Outline for writing. You're just my type, a little card. More calligraphy papers, more school writing paper. Here's a calligraphy spacing, an original design, and this has a pull-out. The pull-out has a pocket on the front, actually 2 pockets on the front with some fun little elements. Inside is a tablet with gold pens and cases from probably my Sears and Roebuck catalog. The background of this is some calligraphy design as well as the back. Has a fun little tab on it, so it makes it easy to pull it out and push it in the pocket. Another great 3 pocket with all kinds of fun things in it, tags and cards, and here's a little envelope. Definitely some fun design elements in that pocket. And again, there's, these things can all be moved around. You can add your own touches. I've left plenty of space to do that. This says one-liners. I like how it kind of overlaps here and shows that on the side with that cool haberdashery paper. More from the type book. Here's a pretty pocket with a button and a tag. Again, that lost art of penmanship. I won't ever stop handwriting things. I'm going to make them learn how to read it. A little bookmark in a little eyelet cloth pocket. And this is kind of tracing paper so that you could trace these letters if you like. Up, down combo strokes for calligraphy. I like this page a lot. I think it's because my neutral colors I like so much. So there's a pocket and a pocket, a little folio, a little page that I've done some stenciling on that made it just really pretty. The colors match so well. This is a little folio that's wrapped. So you just unwrap the string like so, and you can open it up, and it's a little tablet. This is a little belly band that you could put something in, and you can just close it up and wrap the string around it, and then put the string through the top, and then it can go right back down into this pocket. And I like to put it right there so that it holds nice and tight. There's some little things in this little pocket, little tags. Words are but pictures of our thoughts. And here's a little ID card that I made. Lots of calligraphy pages, some blank art paper, craft paper. Here's a little corner pocket again with that writing on the material. With this little folio, it says punctuation. And inside is a pocket and a little blank page here. Here's a page that is kind of a little vase, the ink spilling out, the handwriting, and I've kind of made these flowers coming out of there that are attached to the strings with the lettering. Kind of an interesting page. Here's another page with some cloth writing, a little folio that's really just a folder, if you will, that when you open it up, you can create whatever you'd like with it. It's kind of a blank canvas, but on the outside there is calligraphy lettering that's very pretty. You may have seen this paper before. I was fortunate enough to find that paper in a thrift store, and I used it for quite a few of the flip folios, and that was my very last piece of that paper. So I wanted to put it to good use, and I think I found a good spot for it. Here's a really cool pocket that's made out of an old Gregg shorthand dictionary. It has these letters here, and the pocket below has some little cards with some more of the lettering. And then here is a illustration of quite a few different nibs or calligraphy pen tips. They kind of look like this. I dabble in calligraphy myself. I enjoy it. I'm not super good at it, but I do enjoy it. It takes definitely some practice. More pretty papers. Here's a little side pocket with a tag in it. More school paper. Here is that little clip that I showed you that you could see dangling from the top and on the front. In this pocket, there's a little folder with a little tablet in it, as you can see here. That just slides up into that, and what I like to do is clip this on here and let that dangle over the top. Here's a bunch of calligraphy pens. Another 3-pocket. I've kind of spilled some ink on purpose. It's filled with all kinds of fun little doodads, vellum paper, pages out of the book. Here's a really cool old letter. This is real. It is not photocopied. And this is from it came out of an insertment in the type style book. Goes in that little pocket with the ribbon. Spacing pocket here. Formal layouts. More of those wonderful calligraphy pens. I actually made a calligraphy vignette box that I haven't posted yet. I think I might do that this week. It's pretty cool. Here's a really cool folio that has little tag here. Goes in this top little pocket. There's lace that's wrapped around, kind of a vintage look. Here's another pocket with the calligraphy, ABC, different types of writing. And then when you open this one up, it has all of the ABC, writing A, B, C, D, E, and then F, G, H, I, J, and a lot of little like practice sheets. And that just slides down into the belly band like so. Another belly band with a folio tablet. This one is fairly long. It's got some really pretty edging there with some trim. Inside it has initials, and it's all about different types of writing and calligraphy using initials. There's also the ABCD paper. This is more, penmanship as it is more than it is calligraphy. Cool paper on the back. It's just a pen on that one. Lots of space for you to kind of experiment yourself. Really pretty calligraphy pocket that has this little folio. To write is a good way to go somewhere, moving only your heart. You don't write because you want to say something. You write because you have something to say. This has got some cool little things in it. And a tablet. And of course the tab. The tab makes it easy to pull out. And of course I like to hang them over the edge a little bit, creating that tab effect when the book is closed. Here's the front of a handwriting book. Final test to every letter of the alphabet. More of the haberdashery paper. Here's a pocket that has this little folio. It has a little folder here. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. It has a tablet here. On the front it has a belly band. In the belly band is another piece of that super cool paper and bits and pieces from a writing book. That goes in here, and then that slides in here. And as always, all of the elements of these journals can be removed. They can be moved around to the place where you'd like to put them. Here's an ink bottle here, another folio with a belly band with quite a few things. Here's a little tiny little journal tablet. It says passbook, has some cool little papers in it. A couple of little tags in there, and then when you open it up, it is all kinds of different papers and different old and vintage magazine articles about writing, some paper and so forth. That goes into that pocket. And then the very last page is yet another original Caslin old style type. And then the back of this I've already showed you. So I hope you enjoyed the walkthrough of the Calligrapher's Journal. I really enjoyed making it and sharing it with you. It's available in the Etsy shop if you'd like to go check it out. It'll be posted later this afternoon or probably soon after this video is posted. And the shop is www.we'rejusttwosisters. That's We're Just Two Sisters with the number 2. You'll find the link in our YouTube channel as well. But go check it out. You know, these things sell pretty quickly. I'm grateful to say. I really appreciate our following and the supporters of people who buy things from our small business. It definitely means the world to us. I hope you've enjoyed this walkthrough, and I hope you'll come back often to see additional things on the Etsy shop. So have a wonderful day, and I will see you soon.